Oh, it's a party. Now it's a party. Mm. Let's do this. All right, all right. What's going on, everybody? It's official. It's almost 5 p.m. I guess it's almost official. We're at the end of the day. Hopefully, everybody's having an awesome day. Okay. There we go. All right. Hopefully, you guys are having an awesome day. What's going on, everybody? We're here for a good time, not a long time. I didn't get to what I'm about to go over on the first live. So, this is the second live. If you guys are here for the first time, welcome in. My name is Gabe. This is me. This is my only page. You guys can tap on my face and give me a follow. Top left-hand corner of your screen, there's a pink follow button. If you're here for the first time, say what's up in the chat. Don't be a stranger. I'm going to remove this stuff off the board right now in just a second. I had this up from the earlier live. What's happening, Ronaldo? What's going on, my guy? Hopefully you're doing well. Hey, let's we got to get a workout in. I know I said that like 2 or 3 times by now. But listen, if you guys are here for the first time, welcome in. I might have to restart this live. I think TikTok's kind of geeking out on me right now. So let me restart this live really quick and then I'll be right back. Actually, we'll just run it. We'll run it for now. It's kind of geeking out. It's like kind of geeking out. I don't know. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. Sometimes it does that. It like glitches out. But anyways, hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. If you're here for the first time, say what's up in the chat. Now, this is the part I did not get to earlier. Okay. I didn't get to the part of how to grow your score, how to increase your score, how to build trust with the bank, how to get approved, how to leverage your credit. Okay. I didn't get to this part earlier. We talked a lot about fixing credit. We talked about what credit is, how to manage it to leverage our debt. There we go. All right. Now we're busy. Appreciate that. What's going on? What's happening, Josh? Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to go through your profile. Guys, remember your score is a side effect of your profile. Okay. It's kind of like a six pack is the side effect of like going to the gym, eating healthy, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of correlation between health and fitness and credit. But remember, it is a lifestyle. And if you can learn to adjust your lifestyle, you're going to be successful with your credit. If you missed this earlier, this is just our service, what we do. So in case you're wondering who I am, what we do, guys, my name is Gabe. I founded a company called Score Pros. I was mentored by my buddy Kevin. Maybe you guys know him. He's Kevin, the credit guy. He mentored me in the credit space and helped get me on game. I have my own company called Score Pros, and I have a done for you service, but we're more of a tech company in the credit space. But yes, we do have a done for you credit repair service where we help you guys take control of your credit, because a lot of you are stuck and you don't know how to fix your own credit, or maybe you do, or you could figure it out, but you just don't have the time. Okay. So that's what we're here for. This is me. I had left this up earlier on here. If you guys need help, the fastest way to reach out to us if you need that service is right here. Okay. So you guys can book your free session with myself and my team, and we'll go through your credit report with you and see what's going on. Okay. So it's a free session. We audit your full 3B report. It costs $1 to get the report. It's $1 for a 7-day trial. And then if you guys decide to become a client with us, the credit monitoring is $29.86 a month. It's through Identity IQ, which you guys get $1 million of identity theft protection. I'll get back to all this later about what we do and what we do not do, so you guys have a clear picture on that. Okay. So let me clear this off because we're going to need room to work. If you guys are here and you're trying to grow your score, put a 1 in the chat. Now, I want to know, because I know there's somebody here that's trying to buy a home sooner than later, and you have goals to purchase a home, put a 2 in the chat or comment the word home in the chat if that's you. Put a 2 or comment the word home, put the house emoji. Just be like, that's me. Put it in the chat right now. Because we just launched a 90-day homebuyer program, which is awesome because there's a lot of you who your credit is getting in the way of you buying a home. I was actually talking to one of my partners earlier about this. And when they went to go buy a home, their family member had opened a bunch of shit in their name and they didn't know about it, and it hurt their credit. And so they thought they were going to go buy a home, and plot twist, they couldn't buy it because something had hurt their score. Okay. Sound familiar? This happens all the time. But those of you who need help, Ronaldo, if you're here, he's one of my partners in the real estate world to help you guys get approved for homes. Ronaldo, if you're here, can you say what's up really quick so I can pin you, or one of the mods can pin you really quick? So he's one of my real estate partners, and he actually specializes in helping with VA loans. Okay. They can do lending in 38 different states. So if that's you and you're trying to get a home, I'll pin Ronaldo if he's still here. I know he was here a minute ago. There he is. What's up, my guy? If you guys can't tell, Ronaldo and I are brothers. We're actually twin brothers. I'm just a few shades lighter and like a foot and a half shorter than my guy. Okay, guys, this is Ronaldo Wilson. Everybody, he is one of my real estate partners. He specializes in VA loans, like the vast majority of their business, but they can do loans of all types. If you guys are trying to get approved for a home, he said better looking too. He is. He's got the Colgate smile. Mine's like not Colgate. It's close. But look, this is Ronaldo. Yes, he is one of my partners in the real estate world to help you guys get approved for a home. He and I work together. I handle the credit portion. He handles you guys getting approved and that kind of stuff. But got approved for a 30K auto loan. So there it is, guys. You can reach out to Ronaldo, especially if you're a veteran or you're a family member of a veteran. He's here to answer all your questions about home buying and that kind of stuff. And we can work with you guys to get approved. Just launched a 90-day home buyer program. I'll be showing him what the ins and outs of that look like, but I'm pretty self-explanatory. Greg, what's going on, brother? He says, I tried to get a personal loan from my credit union bank and can't because of past mistakes, but got approved for a 30K auto loan. Guys, does anybody know why this might be? Because listen, personal loans are a little bit more trickier because they are like, hey, listen, you're on a longer leash with a personal loan. Like, what are you going to actually use the money for? As opposed to an auto loan, guys, they can come pick up the car from your house, right? So an auto loan, by the way, the car dealerships have relationships with banks and lenders, and they push it out because they want to make money. So this is something that they want to absolutely push. Yeah, credit history for sure. Okay, let's break this down. All right, those of you who are trying to grow your score, this is for you. We're going to talk about, and this is for you too, sir, that said you got denied for the personal loan. We're going to talk about what banks love. They like your FICO, okay, your FICO score. But more importantly, they like your profile. So I'm going to erase that in just a second. We're going to write profile instead. If you guys are here for the first time, hit that pink follow button. We're going to do everything we can. The goal here is to hit 250 new followers on this live. That's my goal on this live, is to hit 250 new followers. It has absolutely been done before. So I know that it's possible. Okay. In order to do that, we're going to have to share this live. We're going to have to run the likes up. It's not so much the likes, it's really the shares. So bottom right-hand corner of your screen, there's a share button. Hit that little arrow and share this live and say, hey, hit that pink follow button. Listen, banks, this is who we're going to do business with, guys. We need this when we go to the bank. We need leverage, okay? We need to leverage our credit. Guys, it's not about more debt. You guys understand that, right? It's about controlling the debt. Okay. Credit is a score of how well you manage debt. I talked about this earlier. If you're new here for the first time, welcome in. Now, here's what we're going to do. Banks, we're going to talk about what they like. They like your FICO score and your profile. We know that they tell us that there is something that we can follow in order to build a bulletproof profile. So if you're trying to get approved for a home, if you're trying to get approved for a personal loan, you're trying to get approved for business credit. Yes, guys, in the very beginning of your business credit, they look at something called a personal guarantee, which is a PG. They're looking at your personal credit. So we need to have a strong, sexy, thick credit profile. They don't want to see a thin profile. They don't want to see a broken profile. They want to see somebody that they want to do business with. Remember, banks and lenders, they want to do business with you. It should be the other way around, right? Okay, now let's go ahead and do this really quick. Number one, they want to see this. This is the most important part. You know what they hate? They hate late payments. They like financially stable people. Okay. So listen, if you have late payments and they have hurt your score and you have something that's dropped your score, like a late payment, you guys know what to do, right? Okay. Right here. Don't leave it on your credit profile unattended. Would you guys leave that on your credit profile or on your report for the next 7 years, damaging your score? right here, you guys can book your free session with us, okay? So done for you credit repair service. If you guys need it right here, you guys can tap this, book your free session with our team. It'll be with me or a team member. Oftentimes I'm busy shooting content and all that kind of stuff. That's my goal, is to make as much content as I possibly can. I do offer one-on-one coaching. I will say this, it is not cheap. Okay. So if you guys do need professional help, reach out to us. We have a whole team. I only train and develop the best. Okay. Now, payment history. This is the biggest factor in your profile. This tells banks and lenders that we are financially stable. Does that make sense, everybody? Nod with me and then put a 1 in the chat if that just made sense. Hit that pink follow button. Let's get these followers up. Hit that pink follow button. Payment history, guys. This tells banks and lenders that we are financially stable, and it also tells them that we are consistent. Those are the two things that we want to be: financially stable and consistent. This word right here is a no-no, okay? You guys can ask Ronaldo, who's here in the chat, my real estate partner, how many times he's seen this word on a credit profile. Guys, remember this. Those of you who are trying to buy a home, this is one of the biggest reasons why you will get denied. Those of you who are trying to go apply for new credit, this is one of the biggest reasons you will get denied. This word on your credit profile, comment the word late in the chat if you have it on your report, if you have a late payment. What's happening? Debt seller. Yo, new account? No, this is my account. This is me. I'm on my own. But I appreciate you being here though. Okay, late? Yeah, it's okay, guys. If you have late payments, no worries. Any tips on how to start paying off credit cards? Yes. Teresa, welcome in. My name is Gabe. Everybody say what's up to Teresa really quick. So everybody give Teresa a shout out. Say hi. That's what we're here for, to build a community, okay? Now, Teresa, I'm about to get to that right now after we cover down on this. Late payments, guys. A lot of us don't really realize what this is. It's not a day late. It's not 10 days late. It's more than 30 days, okay? So if you are more than 30 days late, you're not only late with the bank, but the bank is going to go run and tell TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, the big three, or the credit reporting agencies. They're going to go tell on you, okay? And a late payment is going to stay on your credit report for the next 7 years. Sad face, okay? This is a score killer. Oftentimes, one of my team members asked me this earlier. They're like, well, what about clients that just have late payments? I said, what about it? They said, well, it's not as bad as a collection, right? And I'm like, no, guys, late payments can drop your score just as much as a collection can, okay? Collections still last the same on your credit profile like a late payment. All right, now let's move on. We're gonna talk about how to pay credit cards because we're talking about how to build a very strong credit profile. But if you have that word on your credit report, do not leave it there, okay? There's 2 ways to get in touch. Well, actually a few ways. The fastest way is when you see this thing that pops up on the screen, boom, right there. That's the fastest way for you guys to get in touch with us. You guys can tap that, reach out to us, say, hey, this is what's going on. It's a little form that you fill out. Let us know what's going on with your credit so we know how to help you out, okay? The other way to get in touch with us is tap on my face and go to the link in my profile, okay? Go to the Score Pros website. It's getscorepros.com. You guys can tap on my face, go to the link in the profile, go right there and hit any of the green buttons on the site, and we'll be able to get you the help you need there as well too, okay? So number 2 is how we use our credit. If we don't know how to use our credit, we're going to stay stuck, guys. Remember, this is the second biggest factor in our profile. So this is what wealthy people are focusing on. They're focusing on this right here, making on-time payments and using the credit the right way. This is also, you can kind of really stop here when it comes to business credit. This is really what, in business credit, this is what banks and lenders are focusing on, just paying on time. Actually, they want you to pay early, okay? So usage and utilization when it comes to personal credit is mostly weighted by credit cards, okay? Utilization, you guys see this right here? Mostly weighted by credit cards. Why? Because we can use a credit card or we can pay it down. You don't use a loan, pay it down, and then go get another one right away, right? It doesn't function as fast and as rapidly as a credit card does. A credit card is called a revolving account. You guys got that? Okay, credit cards are revolving accounts. Loans are installment accounts, okay? That's literally how they show up on your credit profile. Okay, Bree, what's happening? If I've been making on-time payments, but I missed payments in 2023, 2024, what can I do to get rid of them? Well, you can dispute them, Okay. Now, if it was like a one-time thing or 2 times, I would say 1 or 2 times, you can attempt sending a goodwill letter. Okay. But just be very careful in how you send that letter. The tone of it needs to be like kind of suggested, like, hey, it's me, your favorite customer. I see you're reporting a late payment. In good faith and goodwill, could you remove it? Okay. I would not necessarily admit to being late in the letter. Okay. Why? Because if they don't remove it, then you might want to go back with another letter and dispute it a different way. Does that make sense, everybody? Put a 1 in the chat if that just made sense to you guys. Okay. It's also about how we go about communicating with banks and lenders. Now, here's something else we want to do. And credit reporting agencies, by the way, because that right there, by the way, Bree, this example that I just gave about the goodwill letter, that's direct to the creditor. So it's a DTC letter, direct to creditor. It's not going to the credit bureaus, okay, credit reporting agencies. It's not going to them. It is going directly to the creditor and say, hey, listen, it's me, your customer, not going to TransUnion and then to them. Does that make sense, everybody? Cool. Hit the pink follow button. Let's run these followers up, fam. Okay. Usage and utilization. This is the rule for paying down our credit cards. So Teresa, you still here? You with me, Teresa, or did you leave? You trying to learn something today, Teresa? Pay your credit cards down. We're going to use this purple marker. This purple marker is the vibe. Why? Because LSU Tigers, baby. All right. 10% before. And I'm going to switch colors here for a second because y'all need to really, really pay attention to what I'm about to say. Before this. Okay, this is not financial advice. Okay, this is not financial advice, everybody. PSA, not financial advice. This is the basics. The basics. Somebody comment in the chat and just say basics, fam. It's the motherfreaking basics, guys. We need to understand the basics. You guys weren't taught the rules. Oftentimes you don't know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, that's oftentimes not your fault. I didn't learn this in school. I had to learn this as I was adulting and becoming an adult and trying to be a successful entrepreneur and growing and getting my ass kicked with my credit score and having to learn and go through the pains of hitting the 400s and crashing my credit and hiring a professional credit repair company to help me out and then rebuilding my credit into the 800s. Okay. So if that's you and you're like, oh, holy shit, he just said that was me too. If you have negative items or something has hurt your score and you need professional help, right here, guys. That's why I started this company, is to help people like you take control of your credit and stop getting denied. But I can't do this part for you. Do you understand that, guys? I cannot do this for you. I can teach you this, but when you're learning how to, right here where above my head where it says how to, I either pay with my time or with my money when I learn how to. Guys, you can go do this. I can't go do this for you. Stephanie, what's going on? Welcome in. By the way, long time no see. Okay, listen, I can't do this for you. You need to do this. Okay, so pay your credit cards down below 10% before the statement date. Guys, some people will jump in here and they'll be like, well, you're teaching people to get into debt. No, God, I love the corgi. Let's go. I like how it shakes its butt and then it runs off. Thank you. Shout out to Army Vet. Guys, by the way, that's Josh. He won a 3-month giveaway on last week's live. So last week he won 3 months worth of free service. That is wild, guys. I'm going to do another giveaway this Friday. If you guys want, I'm going to do a 3-month giveaway. Guys, you guys want to do that? Put a thumbs up in the chat if you guys want me to do that. Okay. Someone says, what do you mean below 10%? 10% of balance. Michelle, I got your back. Somebody say, Michelle, we've got your back. Let's do this. Okay. Let's give an example here. We're talking about our credit cards, how to pay them, because we want to learn how to leverage our credit. First of all, we need to understand something. It is not 30% utilization. No. It's utilization makes up 30% of our profile. Okay. Banks blur the lines here. They tell you to keep your utilization at 30%. You know why? Because you can still build some credit that way, but you're also giving them a lot of interest that way. Oh, let's go. My guy with the Galaxy blowing it up. Guys, so we're going to cover down on that. And Benji, I got you too right here in the chat. Appreciate that comment as well. He is very, very right about that. Okay, so let's give an example. Michelle, let's do this so we can get something right here on the board that you can actually understand, because I know I needed to see it this way so that I could understand it too and actually appreciate it. Okay, let's just say that we have a $3,000 credit card limit. Okay, that would be like an average limit in America. Would you guys say true or false? Yes or no? Would you guys say that's like an average limit? I don't know. I would guess so. I know like the average credit card interest rate, and I know how many people are in collections. But let's go ahead. Yeah, appreciate you, Josh. Thank you, man. Absolutely. Have a good one, man. I know you're 2 hours ahead of me. So it's what? 7:19 p.m. your time. We're out here in California, so we're West Coast. Okay, $3,000 limit. Let's just say that we went shopping on this card. So Eric said 30K. He said, forget a 3K. We got a 30K. What he's telling y'all works. Thank you, Steph. Appreciate that. Let's go. Okay. Now, 1,500. She said 1,500. Stephanie said we got a $1,500 balance on here. We went shopping. We spent some money. It was Valentine's Day. The boo needed something, right? Whatever. Okay. We went shopping and we got a $1,500 balance on this card. When we're talking about this part right here, paying our credit cards down below 10% before the statement date, okay, what we're doing is we're paying down below 10% of the total limit. This balance is what you're actually gonna pay interest on, okay? You're only paying interest on the balance. Do you guys understand that? Yes or no, chat? Yes or no? Look, Goddess, to answer or to kind of go with your statement here, guys, it needs to be below 10%. It doesn't have to be 10%, guys, okay? If you have more than one credit card, remember, this can get tricky. If you're making minimum payments, banks hate that. They see you as high risk, okay? If you're stuck with your credits, you guys know what to do, right? Right here, if you have collections or something has hurt or dropped your score, you guys can book your free session right here. This is for people who need professional credit repair help. Other than that, I'm teaching you guys how to build credit. So this part is for you to take and apply. If you guys need our hands on your credit situation, you guys want us to review your report, right here, okay? Everybody else that doesn't need professional credit repair help, or if you do, hit the pink follow button in the top left-hand corner of your screen. Now, is it 30% balance on one card or all of your cards? Good question, Bree. No, guys, you want to keep your credit card balances low. I'm going to give an example down here at the bottom. So let's just say that we have a $3,000 limit. Okay. And we went shopping on that card. We spent $1,500. Guys, first rule is never spend money that you don't effing have. Okay. I get it. It's an emergency. I get all that. But never ever, short for not ever, ever spend money that you don't have. You don't need another credit card, okay? Because what happens is that really F's us up is that future me is gonna pay for this and future you doesn't know what life has in store. So we need to be smart with our credit so we can leverage it and we can get on the up and up. Let's just say that we had a $1,500 balance. We want to be below 10%, guys. So 10% of $3,000 would be $300, okay? We want to be below $300 before the statement date. So two things are happening. If we're leaving high credit card balances on our statement date, what's actually happening is that we are killing and suppressing our score, okay? Your score is going to go down. So let's just say that you have a $2,300 balance on this card. Guys, this is like 80% utilization or 70% utilization. This is going to cost you 40 points, 50 points, 100 points. You guys understand that? Give me a thumbs up if you guys caught what I just said right now. Now, if you're doing this, this is going to work against you. It's going to hold your score down here and suppress it. If you guys are trying to see an increase in your score for 30 points, 50 points, 100 points, 200 points, put a 1 in the chat. Okay? You need to pay your credit card balances down. Okay, so this would be 10%, but it doesn't say pay it to 10%. It says pay it below 10%. Okay, so some of you are doing this. You're leaving a zero balance. Okay, how many of you are doing this? Put a 0 in the chat if you leave a 0 balance on your card. Richie, hello. What's happening? Appreciate the follow, Mitch. If you guys haven't followed already, hit the pink follow button. Shout out to Mitch. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you're leaving a 0 balance on your card because it feels safe or that's what you were told to do, put a 0 in the chat. Put a 0 in the chat if that's you. If this feels safe for you, guys, just remember this. You want to be below 10%. In my dream world, you know what you do? I don't care if you have a $50,000 credit card limit or you have a $500 credit card limit. You would pay your balance down and leave a $5 balance, a $10 balance, a $20 balance. You guys would leave a very, very small balance. Do you guys know why? Does anybody know why that you would leave a very small balance on your card? Now, I'm not against people leaving a zero balance. That's perfectly fine. And I don't want to contradict myself here, but I know that there's a lot of people that will tell you to leave a zero balance. Pay it down every Friday, pay it down every Sunday. That's fine. I'm cool with that. But the rules, not what I say, what the actual rules about building a profile says is that you need to pay it down below 10% before the statement date. This is where you're actually going to grow. So they know you're using it. Hell yeah, Shay. Come on, Shay. Yeah, they can see that you're using it. Absolutely. Shay, let's go. Yeah. Let's see here. Amber Jade said, why? Guys, why? Because you want to show, well, here, let me explain something really quick. Let's just say I leave a $100 balance on this card. Why would I do that? Why would I give the bank anything at all? Well, first of all, if I ever want to get a $30,000 credit card limit or a $10,000 credit card limit or a $20,000 credit card limit, if I'm leaving a zero balance on there, is that interesting for the bank at all? If they don't ever make any money off of me? Yes or no? Is that interesting to them at all? Is that me being a good business partner? So let me walk through the scenario really quick. I go to the bank, the credit card company. I go to Capital One. I go to Navy Fed. I go to Amex. What, right? These are banks. I go to them. I say, hey, listen, I want to do business with you. I'm going to fill out an app. Cool. Here's my name. Gabe wants to set up an account. They're like, Gabe, you're approved. You got the card. Awesome. Thanks, man. I get the card. I go use the card, and I never let them make any money off of me. Guys, we're doing business with the bank. Yes? Yes or no, chat? Are we doing business or not? Yes or no? Are we doing business with the bank when we open an account with them? We're business partners. Yes? Okay. Someone says, what if I have 3 cards with the same bank? Same rule applies. Capital One is stingy on increases. It depends on how you use it. And it also depends on how I ask for limit increases with Cap One. Okay. And I've gotten them. So it all depends on how you use it. Okay. But yeah, it just depends, guys. And that was after I had a charge off auto loan with Capital One, which is wild. Okay. I just got a $1,000 increase on them this past week. Let's go. Shay, let's go. I like it. Guys, leaving a zero balance sometimes feels safe, but it's not interesting for your business partner, AKA the bank. Okay. If they never make any money off of you guys, people who leave zero balances, that's fine. You can use the card and pay it down. Use the card for anything you would have paid in cash for anyways, and then just pay it down. Okay. Use the card, pay it down. When do you pay it down by? Your statement date. This is when the bank, aka the credit card company, is going to go run and tell TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. They're going to go run and report that. Okay, these are companies that report information about the status of your debt. Hey, let's go. That's awesome. I like this. This cracks me up. If I'm pinning a bunch of peptides with Retta Motzi, how strictly do I need to track my calories to recomp? This is comedy. Guys, this is not a health and fitness live right now, okay? This is a credit live. But if you guys need professional help with your credit, I like the comment anyways. I'm here for it all. You guys crack me up. That's what I like going on live for, because it's all kind of fun stuff on here. Right here, you guys can book your free credit session. Guys, we have a 90-day homebuyer program. We're just now launching. It's a 90-day homebuyer accelerator. Those of you who have challenge credit, but you have the income, you have healthy debt, but your credit is the thing that's in the way of you getting approved for a home, we need to talk, okay? So you guys can reach out right here, or if you just have challenge credit and something has hurt or dropped your score and you're trying to fix your score and you're trying to get on the up and up, reach out to us, okay? So that's what I do, pay 10 days before. Okay, cool. Yeah, some people want to pay every Friday. That's fine, you can. Bree, I need my late payments off my report. What are you trying to do with your credit, Bree? Reach out to us, okay? You know what to do, right? Okay, link is in my profile too. You guys can tap on my face. First of all, top left-hand corner of your screen, hit the pink follow button. If you didn't, hit the pink follow button so you guys don't miss any more of this stuff. Next week, I'm going to be going deep dive into business credit and all that kind of stuff. So those of you who are trying to leverage business credit, or at least learn about it. And I'm also going to be talking about several different things with AI and fixing your credit with AI and how to do blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're going to be talking about all those fun things next week. But right now, we got to get through this, okay? So there's 3 other things. It's 5 things total that we're looking at, okay? This is how we leverage credit cards. This is how we're going to get on the up and up. This is going to help us control our debt. This is going to help us build a very strong credit profile where banks and lenders We have the leverage, but they want to do business with us. Does that make sense? When it comes to doing business, you need this. You need leverage, okay? Just remember that. Now, number 3 is length of history. Some of you don't have enough history on your credit profile, or you've been overly applying for things and you've been diluting your history because it works on an average, okay? Length of history makes up 15% of your credit profile. Guys, I don't want to upset anybody here, but some of you guys don't have enough history, meaning banks and lenders, they like to see that you've been doing this on an average of 3 to 5 years. Yes, it works on an average, fam. Okay, so if this is you, good. If you don't have this, that's okay. You can go get some. There, I said it. Yes. Yeah, Renato, appreciate you. By the way, he said, hit the link and I got you. Yeah, it's right here, by the way. If you guys need it, we'll pin it again in just a second. It only lets me pin it every so often. I have terrible payment history. JS, guys, that's telling the bank that you are not financially stable, okay? Get on your shit. Get on your shit, okay? Get it together. Leo, what's happening, baby boy? He said, I'm trying to elevate from an 825-ish. Tips to get up to an 850. Leo, you know I got to ask you, brother, why would you want an 850 in the first place? Because take the screenshot and that's all it's good for, man, okay? I just want to say that really quickly. Someone who's a lot smarter and cooler than me taught me that. And 825 is already a really strong score. All you need to worry about is managing your DTI and you're getting approved for whatever you want. Having healthy income with good credit, managing your DTI, just staying on top of this, you're going to be solid. And 825, you're already solid. Come on. Okay. So I don't know what score that is, but yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and move this. Callie, my debt is not even bad for real. I've been paying stuff off. Well, that's good. It's good that you're paying stuff off, guys. You don't want to stay stuck in debt. Okay. Now, see some action. It's popping off in the comments, huh? Okay. Now, hit the pink follow button if you guys didn't already. 3 to 5 years is average age of history. If you don't have it, go get some. Look, guys, the banking system, they allow us to use something called an AU. An AU is an authorized user. That means if you don't have the history on your credit profile, you can always go be added to someone else's credit card that does. Meaning you're just piggybacking on someone else's credit card. You're riding on their credit card, benefiting from their age of history, from their healthy limits and all that good stuff. Hey, thank you for the gift. Let's go. All right. Now, I see some familiar faces in this chat. By the way, how many we're at 11 shares on this live. 11 shares. Let's get up to 20 shares. That's 9 shares. That's all we got to do. That's easy reps, guys. And I don't know how many new followers we're at, but we're trying to hit 250. That was the goal in this live. We're going to make it happen. I'm determined. Okay. So hit the pink follow button and share this live. An authorized user is you riding on somebody else's credit card. You get to benefit from their age of history. Guys, this is how kids, or I don't want to say kids respectfully, young adults ages 18 are able to come out with like a 850 credit score. Excuse me, an 800 plus credit score, 700 plus credit score, 750 credit score, not an 850. It's not happening. But this is how they're able to have really strong credit. Okay, is because they're piggybacking on someone else's credit card. Grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, their mentor, their boss, somebody let them ride on their credit card. So if that's you and you don't have enough history, let's just say all your accounts are new. Where's the paper towel at? Guys, let's just say all your accounts are new. This is when you're going to go want to look for an authorized user. If you only have 6 to 12 months, or call it like 12 to 18 months worth of history, like you're newer to credit or you're reestablishing your credit, this is what we tell a lot of clients to do. So let me just walk you guys through this. If I had no credit or bad credit, I'm going to walk you guys through the exact play that I would do if I had no credit, bad credit, had to start all over again tomorrow, bankruptcy, late payments, charge-offs, it went catastrophic. This is what I would do. I'm going to give it to you guys right now in just a second. Length of history, this is on here twice. Payment history says we're financially stable. Length of history says we've been doing this a while and we have some established credit. Wealthy people are literally just playing with number 1 and number 2. They're on time with all their stuff because they understand that this shows financial stability and they're using and leveraging their credit the right way. This comes natural. And then they also establish credit with this. Let me show you guys this. So this goes into that play I was talking about. If I had to start over from scratch with nothing, this is what I would do. Okay, so pay close attention if you are trying to build credit or your credit score is damaged right now and you're trying to build, or you've been denied for something because whatever got reported to your credit profile. More than 3 on the increase. More than 3 per year. Miss Lily, if you have more than 3 increase per year, it is too much, my friend. Okay. Why? Because it's telling banks and lenders that we're desperately applying for things. Okay. When you're in a position to apply, you'll be able to go apply for things and get what you want when you want it. And you'll know when that time is right because you'll have a nice, clean credit profile, and you need to be strategic about what you're applying for. Okay. Right here, for those of you who need professional credit repair help, book your free session right here. Okay. It's going to fill out a form, reach out to us. That, by the way, is also in my profile. If you guys tap on my face and you go to my page, you'll see right there at the top, it says sign up. You're not actually signing up. You're just filling out a form saying, hey, I need help. That's another way to get in touch with us. Or you guys can just tap the link in my profile, and that will help you guys get started on the website as well. Okay. Any of the green buttons on the site, it's Score Pros is the name of our company. You guys can look us up there. Turbo. Ooh, I like this question. What's up, Turbo? Turbo, how to get rid of a repossession? Well, I'm going to explain this. I'll move really quick. We have 50 something seconds until your comment disappears. Let me see if I can do this in less than 40 seconds. Credit mix, this is your base. Somebody comment this word in the chat. This is your base. This is what you build off of. Banks and lenders like to see that you can handle both credit cards and loans. Okay. Loans are installment accounts. Credit cards are revolving accounts. These are not the same thing. Okay. 2 different types of debt. They like to see that you have a strong base, meaning that you have different types of debt that you know how to manage. So if you had to start all over with your credit, or you're trying to build credit, you need a strong base, both credit cards and loans, pay both of them on time, and know how to use your credit cards the right way. I think I did that in like 30 seconds. Okay. So it's about your base. This is where you need to start. Guys, people who are in their 800 plus range, the meaning they have excellent credit. What that means is that they have anywhere from 1 to 2 loans. They'll have anywhere from 1 to 2 loans and 2 to 4 credit cards. Okay, now, my man, Turbo, about the repossession thing. Let me pin that one more time for you. Okay, if you have a repossession, guys, a repossession is the same thing as a collection. It's a collection on an auto loan. It just has a bigger balance. Okay, does that make sense? Everybody, does that make sense? Yes? Okay, now, it matters what you do with that information. A repossession is just information being reported on your credit report. It's basically saying, hey, listen, this person didn't pay for this thing. Okay. I don't mean to oversimplify it, but that's really what it is. If you look at it, it will literally say auto loan collection on your credit report. By the way, you can dispute it. Okay. If you're going to try to fix your own credit, there's a few things that I would suggest, but I'm not going to go a mile deep on it. But it's just like any other negative item, guys. It can be potentially removed from your report. You hear what I just said? It can be potentially removed from your report. There are no guarantees. If someone is going to guarantee you, you should run the other way, guys. We don't ever guarantee these things. Do you know why? Because it's highly illegal and it's highly unethical. So if you see people talking about guarantees, they're out there. I promise. They're not hard to find. They're talking about credit sweeps and that kind of stuff. You guys should run the other way. I seriously doubt you're trying to catch a fraud charge in fixing your credit. Okay. So I want to be straightforward. I want to be honest with you. I want to give you guys the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That is just how it works, guys. We have to operate by the law, but it is possible that a repossession be removed from your credit profile, just like any other collection or late payment or derogatory item. Guys, a bankruptcy can even be removed from your credit profile. Okay. So I'll pin this one more time for you guys so you can book your free session with us right here. If that's you, something's dropped your score. Your score is like blocking you from getting approved for things because somebody ran and told that about you didn't pay them. I don't care. Okay. I don't care that you didn't pay or not. It has nothing to do with me. It's about how the information is reporting. Okay. It could backfire doing it wrong. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's a very good point, Miss Lily. How are late payments removed when they are legit? Guys, it's not about if it's true or not. Guys, when you're disputing and someone's using like factual disputing letters, listen to me very carefully. What you're saying in the factual disputing letter is you're saying, hey, credit bureau or credit reporting agency, this is not right. And then you send that. There's where a lot of people go wrong. Okay. Here's another way to do it. hey, listen, the information may be true, but the way that you're reporting it is not right. And under federal law, that's your job to do it, not my job to do it. So figure it out. Do your effing job. Okay. That's another tone to take towards disputing. Does that make sense, everybody? I know that's a little vague, but a lot of people mess up trying to fix their own credit. Okay. A lot of people, 90% of people who try to fix their own credit fail. Personal credit is very complicated. Business credit is not very complicated. I know that's contrarian or like should be the opposite, but it's just the way it is. I didn't make the system. I'm just explaining how this actually works, okay? Hit the pink follow button if you guys didn't already. Let's get through this. We have one more thing in how to grow our profile and how to leverage our credit that we need to learn and understand, okay? And this is arguably one of the more important ones because what happens if you do clean up your credit? What happens if you were to clean up your credit right now? If you had a magic wand and you were able to clean up your credit, got to be careful what I'm saying. Some of you guys get too excited. And you're able to clean up your credit right now, and you had your credit in the 750 or 770 or 800 range. What would you do with it? What would you do with it? If your credit was wherever you wanted it to be right now, what would you do with it? Somebody drop it in the chat. I want to know. Here's the thing. A lot of you would use it. Some of us just go back in debt. Yeah, exactly. That's what somebody would do. Bree said, finally move out. There it is. Get your spot. Get on the up and up. Listen, a lot of us would use it. We just need to know how to use it when we get there. Does that make sense? Nothing. Keep trying to improve. I love that. Guys, that's perfectly okay. But when we are looking at new credit, let's just say we do get our credit in a place where we can start applying for new things again. When we do get look, someone said investment property. Hell yeah, I love that. Drop it in the chat. I want to know. When you're applying for new credit, it is going to drop your score. True or false? True or false, fam? When you're applying for new credit, it's going to drop your score. If I go open or go apply for something, true or false? And if my credit's not in the right place and I just keep applying for things and applying for things and applying for things, how does that make me look? Guys, when I apply for new credit, unless it's a soft pull, it's going to drop my score, okay? Okay, if I open a new card, it is going to drop my score. This is how this goes. This is the name of the game. I didn't make this up, okay? Let's just say I'm applying for things and not getting approved. This is signaling to banks and lenders that I'm desperate. But here's the thing. Let's just say I go and I do apply at the right time, and I go and I open a new credit card or a new loan. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make on-time payments for the next 4 to 6 months. Most of the time, it's going to be closer to the 6-month range. It just depends on how strong your credit is, okay? I'm going to make on-time payments right here. What's a bigger number, fam? 10% or 35%? What's a bigger number, fam? 10% or 35%? Right here for your free session, okay? Those of you who have challenged credit or you need professional credit repair help, you want a done-for-you service right here, okay? 4 to 6 months of on-time payments. What's a bigger number? 10% or 35%? So when I start making on-time payments on this new account for the next 4 to 6 months, my score is going to stabilize, okay? It's going to go back to where it was. Awesome. And then I can start asking for credit limit increases and that kind of stuff. So after 6 to 12 months of on-time payments, right, which makes up most of my profile, this is the most weight in my score is going to go up. Do you guys see how this works? New credit, I start making on-time payments. I use the card the right way. I am not maxing it out. I'm not leaving high balances on there. I'm using it the right way. I'm not donating a bunch of money to the bank in high interest. And I am doing this for a consistent length of time. I know I have a healthy credit mix. I have the right amount that I should right here. And I'm not applying for new credit desperately, okay? Now, Share Bear, what do you got? Let me see what you got. Let's say that I pay off everything. I love hypotheticals. I'm asking for a friend. Can I get rid of my crappy cards with super high rates? Guys, there's 5 things that are really going to kill your score. Do you really want to know what they are? Closing cards is one of them. I know. It gets a little controversial here. Someone's going to be like, tell him to shut his mouth. They're going to be like, pack it up, Gabe. Go home. Well, the truth is I'm already home. Okay. So there's 5 things that are going to kill your credit. You guys want to know what they are? Late payments are going to kill your credit. That's the first one. Maxing your cards. That's the second one. Collections and charge-offs. That's the third one. Okay. Don't worry, Cher, I'm getting there. Too much new credits, overly applying, is going to kill your score. And closing old accounts, because you can be deleting history. Okay. Does that make sense? Somebody commented on one of my posts. They were like, I got my collection deleted and then it dropped my score. What? Yeah, because if you didn't have enough of this going on, you didn't have a strong, nice, thick, sexy credit profile. Guess what? It could have, if it was an older account that you had paid on and you lost some history, it can drop your score. Yeah. Crazy. You say your penmanship is very pleasant. Guys, I tell you all the time, it's these markers. It's these markers. Everybody, if you get these markers, you're going to get nice handwriting automatically. I'm just kidding. I stay up every night past my bedtime working on perfect penmanship just for y'all. Should I reopen my closed credit cards? Ashley, this is a curveball question. Are you playing with me right now? Should I reopen my closed credit card? I've never even heard of that, to be honest with you. Every now and then I get asked a question. If I don't know the answer to it, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I don't know the answer to your question. But Ashley, should I reopen my closed credit card? Usually when it's closed, it's closed. You'd have to apply for a new card, as far as I know. And anybody else care to enlighten me on that in the chat? Miss Lily, she said credit unions have better rates. She's not wrong about that. Credit unions, the vast majority of the time, do have better rates. I've banked with credit unions throughout my life for auto loans, personal loans. Yeah. So I would agree with that. Yeah, they typically have better rates. My daughter, if you guys know Destiny, some of you know Destiny. She's my daughter. She works with me. And she worked at a credit union as well too, so she knows what's up. Country Bumpkin, what's happening? Let's see. Let me answer this question really quick. What if it's a loan to pay off an overutilized credit card? You're talking about consolidating your own debt. Gotcha. So you're taking on debt to pay for debt. Yeah, you're talking about like some in-house debt consolidation stuff. Just be very careful, guys, when you're doing that, because you're opening. Think about what you're actually doing. That's why we do it this way. I didn't make this up, by the way. When we're opening new lines of credit, we're gonna hurt our score. And then you're paying this one down so it could help your score, but then we're also kind of shifting the debt. We're just giving ourselves a little bit of breathing room, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what you're doing. You're just delaying the inevitable, but it can help you out. I'm not here to give you guys financial advice. I am here to tell you guys that if you got to survive, you got to survive sometimes. I know it's not always pretty or fun. Okay. Pink follow button. Pink follow button. Pink follow button. Hit it. Okay. Oh, she said I have the option to reinstate one of them. Ashley, that means the bank likes you. That means they want to make money with you. That literally. Okay, AJ, can you pay off the high interest cards and keep them open and get cards that have lower interest? Yes, guys. Just remember, if you leave a zero balance on a credit card long enough, the bank can close it. You guys do know that, right? So if you leave a zero balance on your credit card long enough, the bank can close the card or lower the limit due to inactivity. Okay. So right here, you guys can book your free credit session. This is for you guys to get clarity about what it is that hurt your score, any sort of negative or derogatory accounts that have hurt your score or dropped your score. Something is messing you up from getting approved. Student loans, late payments, credit cards, whatever it is that you have late payments on, charge-offs, right here. Okay, guys, this is a done for you credit repair service. Those of you who need a free session with the team, we are here. Okay. Yeah. So Ashley, to answer your comment right here about reinstating, that's actually cool. I mean, I would just make sure that Leo, I see your comment too. I'm going to address it right now. Ashley, she said I have the option to reinstate one of my closed credit cards. If it's a good card, do it. If it's a shitty card with like Credit One Bank or something like that, probably would pass on it. Guys, never ever bank with a credit card company that is just reporting to like one or two credit reporting agencies. Okay. You want a full 3B reporting account. So TransUnion, Equifax, or Experian. Okay. And Experian, I should say. Consolidation starts with con. Yeah, guys. Oftentimes debt consolidation is going to crush your credit. Okay. Some people think, oh, guess what? It's guys, you're taking care of the debt. Your debt and your credit are not the same thing. I explained that earlier. Come back tomorrow if you guys want to learn about that. Josh. Shout out to Josh. Everybody say what's up to Josh really quick. What's going on, Josh? Hope you're having an awesome day, man. Thanks for being here. He says, so if you have a charge off and paid it off, is it safe to just leave it alone until they fall off? Okay. So back to what I was just saying right now, Josh, when we paid the charge off, I'm saying me and you, I'm in this with you, brother. If you paid the charge off, you were like, hey, I want to make this right. You're taking care of the debt because you're like, I don't want to get sued for the debt. You're paying off the debt. That's what you're doing. Okay. The fact that it's still in your credit report is killing your score. Okay. Is it still in your report, Josh? Or did they remove it? Did you have a pay for delete or did you not have a pay for delete? So I should, Ashley, I'm not going to tell you to go open it or not, guys. That's not my job to go do it. If you want to, you can. If you feel like it's a good fit for you, I would do research on it and make sure that it's beneficial to you. Guys, it's not my job to tell you guys to open accounts or that kind of stuff. I'm not here to give you guys financial advice. It's still on your report. Josh, my brother, don't leave it on there. Okay. I would challenge it. Okay. It's not letting me pin your comment. It just says yes. Okay. Your comment says yes. Carrie, if they TE, what does that mean? Oh, if they remove it, it doesn't affect your credit score. Guys, Carrie, no, if you have a pay for delete in writing from the debt collector or the person or company who owns the debt, you can have it removed from your credit profile. Okay. Pay for delete says, if I pay this debt that you own, you're going to remove it from my credit profile. Okay. That is not common. Do you guys understand that? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys understood what I just said. You need to be careful when you're asking for a pay for delete. Okay. I would be very careful about that. I don't need to tell you how to do that. Guys, there's AI out there. There's Claude, there's Chat GPT that will tell you how to ask for a pay for delete without acknowledging the debt. Okay. Just be very careful about that. Okay. Not my job to give you guys legal advice or financial advice. It is my job to teach you guys how to leverage your credit. And we have a done for you credit repair service for those of you who need it. We also have a business credit program. We have a business credit accelerator for those of you who are business owners and you're trying to grow your business credit. You're trying to go from hustle mode to actually operating like a real business owner. We're here for that too. Okay. So if you need help with your credit, personal or business, we're here for it all. Okay. Now, hit that pink follow button if you guys didn't. I know I'm pushing that hard right now on this live. It's because I had a goal to hit 250 new followers on this live. We'll find out if we did it or not. Okay. Now, right here, you guys can tap this to reach out to us if you need professional help. We're here for you guys. Listen, in every state that we operate, minus Georgia, okay? We operate in every state minus Georgia. We don't operate in the state of Georgia, but we operate everywhere else, okay? Why Georgia? It's because I'm an LSU Tigers fan and I'm not really a big Georgia, but no, I'm just kidding. It's because Georgia has their own laws about credit repair. And so in Georgia, you would have to fix your own credit. As far as I'm aware, until they change the laws in Georgia, we will be there. If they change the laws in Georgia, we are there. Okay. We might move our headquarters to Georgia. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, let's go. JS, I smashed the button. They said, I smashed the button. I need some real help. They said, I'm not wasting any time. Guys, book your session if you need it. Guys, you can also tap on my face, go to my main page and hit the link in the profile there. That's going to take you to the website and we're here for it all. Arlene, if I have 2 credit cards that have different closing dates and I wanted to pay off both, would both be reported? Yes, they would both be reported. Guys, when you're paying down, it's going to report, but different closing date. Oh, I see what you're saying here. Yes, so just pay them down before the statement closing date. Yes, they would both be reported. Okay, so you just need to track these things so you're organized with it. Okay. We got you. Listen, whether you need a little bit of help or a lot of help, we're here for it. This is a done for you credit repair service. It's month to month. You can cancel anytime. We're here for you guys. All right. I'm out of here. I'm going to go spend some time with the fam. I'll be back on live tomorrow. That's why I said hit the pink follow button so you don't miss any more of these lives. Take care, guys. Peace.